Who amongst you remembers a terrifying little indie called Outlast that released back in 2013? For me, it's difficult to forget. Outlast was one of those games that scared the living crap out of me. I don't know, I know it's such a horror trope, but hospitals scare the shit out of my pants. Couple that with intense stealth gameplay and a nightmare-inducing night vision mechanic, and Outlast had me on the edge of my seat. Followed by a solid sequel in 2017, this horror franchise is now trying something a little bit different with the Outlast Trials, which has just recently released into early access. I was skeptical a bit going into this one, not going to lie, as I wasn't quite sure how well a game like Outlast would translate into an online environment, but to my surprise, Red Barrels have done a remarkable job and made me a believer. I'm typically not Mr. Online Gamer, but I can't wait to dive back into the Outlast Trials, especially with 3 other friends. This isn't to say the Outlast Trials can't be enjoyed solo. In fact, it was really my only option at the time of this review, with the servers not being all that populated yet, and it's also not to say it isn't a fun way to play, because it is. Taking place during the Cold War, the Murkoff Corporation is up to no good, torturing and manipulating victims before sending them off into, dun dun dun, the trials. The Outlast Trials is brutally violent from its opening moments, and it doesn't relent, so if you don't have the strongest stomach for what is some pretty graphic gore, this one won't be for you. After a disturbing introduction to Murkoff's mind games, you'll create a character of which there are a decent variety of skins and hairstyles to choose between, and then you'll be whisked away into a rather lengthy tutorial that gives players a great feel for the gameplay to come. And what is the gameplay exactly? It feels like an Outlast game. You have certain objectives to fulfill while crouching and quietly walking over glass, or making a mad dash to a closet in order to hide from one of the game's many crazy enemies. You can toss bottles to distract them, making this a game that is often more about brains than brawn. Of course, the trademark night vision returns as well, and there are tons of other ways to distract foes and hide from them too, like under a bed. Should you be grabbed, you'll often need to frantically mash away at the action button in order to escape, and then run like your life depends on it. Hopefully your stamina bar won't run out, or you'll be pretty screwed. Night vision is also crucial in darker areas, so if your batteries die, well, it's likely it won't be long for you either. Scattered across the environments are potions to help keep you alive, or in some cases, to keep your character sane. Yeah, this effect is crazy looking. You might be saying to yourself, this sounds really awesome, but where does the online component come into play? Glad you asked. After completion of the initial trial, you'll find yourself in the sleep room with all the other crazies, where you can talk to therapists if you're at the appropriate level for them, customize your loadout as you'll earn new perks through progression, you can watch some tutorials which give off a bit of a Fallout vibe, and select your next trial. A social tab should make connecting with up to 3 other players easy enough, and you'll find 3 programs available: a police station, fun park, and an orphanage, along with Program X, which, well, I didn't get anywhere near that far, and our progress is going to be wiped when this game goes public, so forgive me. Each program is broken down into trials and challenges for you to complete, allowing you to earn money and experience, some of which can be used to decorate your cell with all sorts of creepy stuff. The first police station trial had me on a quest to kill the snitch. This meant going through various objectives, such as retrieving items, and even solving some light puzzles here or there, all while avoiding a creepy-ass monster cop. This shit puts you on edge, and you'll need nerves of steel to get through it. As you complete trials, you'll unlock more challenges and trials, and you're also graded on your performance, so you have even more reason to play through the same trials again. I thought this gameplay loop was so much fun, so exhilarating and tense, and I can't wait to hop in with friends to see how much that changes the way you approach each scenario. The visuals in the Outlast Trials are also outstanding, so long as you can stomach them. Spectacular lighting, tons of gore, creepy mannequins. It all looks and runs phenomenal. I don't think I came across a single frame rate hitch in my time with the game, but I was constantly impressed with each environment, lovingly and gruesomely detailed to perfection. Of course, the game sounds creepy as well, with some really nice effects. You might walk on glass and alert enemies, or bump into cans. The sound design is quite excellent throughout, and the monsters say a bunch of weird stuff too, which is amusing. I am loving what the Outlast Trials offers so far, and the real scary part is, it's only going to get better. With an exciting mix of exploration, puzzle solving, and stealth, along with great visual and audio design, these trials are worth competing in, if you can stomach it. Looking forward to running a full review when the game leaves early access.
What's wrong with you? It hurts. This hurts. Oh, so much. Oh, why are you helping me? What's wrong with you?
Thank you so much for supporting clickbait-free independent content here on YouTube. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe to help us bring a voice to the voiceless ones in gaming, and be sure to check out patreon.com/idreamofindiegames, where we can together defeat the gaming echo chamber.